That's 352-234-3840. Just shipped. On Saturday, March 19th, the University Air Center will host the Gator Fly-In and Armed Services Appreciation Day. All branches of the military are invited, alongside civilian and law enforcement pilots, to display their aircraft. Vote for the best civilian aircraft and People's Choice Aircraft Contest. Admission and parking are free. There will be helicopter and airplane rides, food trucks, and live music for all to enjoy. Again, that's March 19th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the University Air Center, where you can fly easy from Gainesville nonstop to Atlanta on Delta Airlines, Charlotte, Dallas, and Miami on American Airlines. Enjoy the fly-in, and remember, you can easily fly in and out to 343 destinations around the world in one stop on American and Delta Airlines. Enjoy the Gator Fly-In, and remember to fly easy, fly Gainesville.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
It's bow time. Ever taste something so good you just get hooked? Like the Bojangler, the only fish sandwich splashed with Bo's famous seasoning. So we're having a fish fry, Bojangle style, spicing up premium fish fillets with the good stuff and slathering them with melty cheese and tangy tartar sauce to hook your taste buds with just one bite. Reel in a Bojangler today, only at Bojangles.
Catch the Bojangler at 4828 Southwest College Road here in Ocala. The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant, a true New York-style diner in Ocala. Try our breakfast special of 2 eggs served with home fries or hash browns and toast for just $4.49. We have an all-you-can-eat catfish special daily for $14.99, and Thursday through Sunday we have prime rib. Happy hour for food starts at 2 p.m. The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant is located at 5400 Southwest College Road in the Heathbrook Commons Plaza. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. We will see you soon.
Hi, I'm Ryan Chamberlain, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of TPN. TPN is the new alternative to Facebook for those that are tired of being censored, the lack of free speech in our great country, and are looking to share your ideas, passions, dreams, and opinions on a platform that's filled with folks just like you. If you're looking to network and build relationships with those that value faith, family, free enterprise, and free speech, then TPN is your solution. TPN is where all voices are heard and where you can fight back against big tech. Go to www.gettpn.net/radio to download the app now. That's gettpn.net/radio.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On a Wednesday, you know, I suffer from bad sleep issues. Lots of people do. There are lots of reasons people have difficulty getting to sleep. Well, this is National Sleep Awareness Week, and it's daylight savings time. Well, there's a new survey out that talks about what's keeping people up at night, and some of the endings might surprise you. Sleep expert Dr. Carlos Nunez of ResMed, he's here to share important information from the survey about the importance of quality sleep and how sleep impacts our overall health. Good morning, Dr. Nunez.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You know, when we talk about sleep, it sounds cliche to ask, but why is sleep so important?
Yeah, you know, it's not cliche. It's extremely important. You know, there are 3 pillars to good health: sleep, diet, and exercise. And as we all know, as Americans, we obsess over diet and exercise, but we often ignore our sleep. Good sleep helps keep your immune system healthy, your brain healthy. You know, all of the systems in your body need time to recharge, to regenerate, and to heal. And without a good 7 to 8 hours every night, you're cheating your body of that chance to heal and renew itself. It is literally the single most important thing we can do. Plus, we all love to sleep. It feels good. It should be easy to say, you know what, time, get up at a reasonable time and get that 7 to 8 hours.
Okay, so with that being said, what's keeping people up at night?
Great question. We just did a survey, and it looks like about half of Americans admit that stress is sort of the number one thing impacting the quality of their sleep. And as we all know, there's plenty of reasons to be stressed in our lives. It's our lives, our work, the world we live in, with trying to emerge from the pandemic and the headlines in the news. Plenty of reasons for people to sit there and toss and turn and obsess about stress and things that make them, concerned. And that's the number one. But I would say that also Americans need to adopt a schedule. When you go to sleep roughly the same time every night and wake up roughly the same time every morning, that is absolutely the healthiest pattern. Sleeping in on the weekends and not sleeping during the week, that's horrible. So a good regular pattern, 7 days a week. Try to find ways to calm your mind about the stress. Some people like to read before bed. Some people will, do breathing exercises. Anything you can do, because if you don't sleep well, it can be deadly.
I know this survey said stress, but are there other findings of ResMed surveys that we need to be concerned with?
Yeah, there are two things that concern me the most of the findings. One is that about half of Americans said their doctors never asked them about their sleep quality. And the other one is that about half of Americans admit that they snore, but only a third of them think that snoring could be an important sign for something else, like sleep apnea, which is a highly prevalent sleep disorder and is also extremely important to take care of because it can be devastating and deadly if it's not treated.
I'm actually going April 24th to get finally, after 3 years of arguing with my insurance company, they finally, in 3 trips to the hospital over heart issues, they finally decided maybe I should take a sleep study for sleep apnea. Tell people what sleep apnea is and what should someone do if they're concerned about having sleep apnea.
Sure. So apnea is the Latin word that means no breath. So it literally means that while you sleep, you stop breathing. You suffocate multiple times an hour. A mild case of sleep apnea means you stop breathing at least 5 times an hour, and that's mild. And when we say stop breathing, it has to be long enough so that the oxygen in your blood drops to a level that it alarms your brain. I mean, we are literally talking about suffocation. So you stop breathing, your oxygen level drops, your brain freaks out because it thinks you're being suffocated. It will send like an adrenaline rush through your body to make you wake up enough to take a breath, and then you go right back to sleep. You don't even notice in most instances that you woke up, and you go right back to suffocating again. So just imagine all night long, suffocate, oxygen drops, brain freaks out, take a breath, suffocate, over and over and over. That's not good for you. You don't have to be a doctor to know that suffocating multiple times an hour isn't good for you. And now the research shows if you have untreated sleep apnea, you have a higher risk of heart disease, things like atrial fibrillation, hypertension, type 2 diabetes. There's early evidence that shows Alzheimer's risk is higher if you have untreated sleep apnea. There's some early evidence that shows certain cancers do worse if you have untreated sleep apnea. And the most important, there was a study just published in the last few months, a very good study with a large number of patients. Untreated sleep apnea, you have a higher risk of dying from any reason, heart attack, stroke, you name it, than someone with treated sleep apnea. So it sounds maybe a little bit alarmist, but this is a deadly disease. Hundreds of millions of people walking around that don't even know they have it, and you should just ask your doctor. It's really simple. Your snoring may be nothing, but if it's something as serious as sleep apnea, ask your doctor and find out for sure. I'm glad you're getting the therapy you deserve. I'm glad you're finally getting that sleep study because, again, you mentioned heart problems, not to dive into your personal health condition, but heart disease and sleep apnea often go hand in hand.
I'm fighting AFib on a regular basis. I've had 2 cardio versions, and they're talking about ablations, and all of it I think can be laid at the doorstep of sleep apnea but my insurance company hadn't agreed until recently that maybe we need to look at it. But when you talk about sleep apnea, what can treatments be like? Because a lot of people go, yeah, but sleep apnea, you got to wear that mask and the big machine.
Yeah, so the gold standard for treatment is still what we call CPAP. It stands for continuous positive airway pressure. And yes, there is a device, sits on your nightstand, you wear a mask or something similar on your face, and it blows air into your throat to keep it open, to keep the oxygen flowing. But I will say this, so I'm a sleep apnea patient. I sleep with my CPAP religiously every night, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I work for ResMed. It has to do with the fact that I have never slept better and I've never felt better. And I wear what's called a nasal pillow. It's these two little prongs that kind of sit up under your nose. It's not a big mask that covers my face. The new CPAP devices are super quiet, sleek, modern. They're connected to the cloud so your doctor can monitor your therapy. The devices can even tell if the mask doesn't fit right and air is leaking, and the device can even recommend you change the fit of your mask or even consider a different type of mask. So it is it is so modern, it is so comfortable. And again, if you do have sleep apnea and you are treated, it's very common to notice on day one a real difference. So I feel so good. The mask is not even a concern.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, it's one of the only therapies in medicine where two patients get treated for the price of one, because my wife now sleeps better than she ever has.
My wife.
She doesn't have to hear me snore.
My wife's looking forward to it. Doc, we got about 5 seconds left in this interview. Give us a website people can go find more information.
Sleepforbettertomorrow.com. Lots of information. That's a great place to get started. Sleepforbettertomorrow.com.
Dr. Carlos Nunez, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Best to you.
Says the old ways of keeping peace no longer work, as he proposes new institutions to keep the peace.
The war of the past have prompted our predecessors to create institutions that should protect us from war, but they unfortunately don't work. We see it, you see it, so we need new ones, new institutions, new alliances, and we offer them. We propose to create an association, U24, United for Peace, a union of responsible countries that have the strength and consciousness to stop conflicts immediately.
Sarah Bloom Raskin, Biden's pick to be the Fed's top bank regulator, has withdrawn her nomination. Her stance on climate change turned off too many lawmakers. USA Radio News.
Have you or someone you know used heartburn medications Zantac or ranitidine and been diagnosed with cancer? Zantac and ranitidine have been positively linked to cancer. According to the FDA, Zantac and ranitidine contain NDMA, a known cancer-causing agent. NDMA has been positively linked to cancers of the bladder, pancreas, esophagus, liver, and stomach. Even in single doses and in smaller doses over time, NDMA is one of the strongest proven cancer-causing agents. Call 888-960-1233 or go to ZantacMoney.com. You may be entitled to substantial compensation without going to court if you or a loved one have taken these products in the past 10 years and been diagnosed with cancer. Call now to see if you qualify for free. Call 888-960-1233 or visit ZantacMoney.com to get what may be owed to you. You may be entitled to a cash reward. Find out now at ZantacMoney.com or call 888-960-1233 to see if you qualify for free.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
The four-legged pets trained to sniff out some damaging and invasive pests. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
I'm Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Freed. Everyone knows Florida grows the world's best produce. From citrus to strawberries, watermelon to blueberries, our produce growers feed our families and the world. With over $125 million in annual revenue for growers, the Fresh from Florida program helps Florida farmers stay competitive in a tough marketplace. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com.
A toast to soil health. More and more landowners and their farmers are celebrating healthy soil for good reason. Because farmers who use soil health building practices like no-till and cover crops and who use diverse species and rotations report greater farm productivity, profitability, and resiliency. So here's to your soil's health. Contact your local USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service office today and learn how to unlock the secrets in your soil. This message brought to you by USDA and this radio station.
They may be man's best friend, but they're also angling to be agriculture's best friend. Detector canines, trained by the USDA's PPQ program, are learning how to spot and stop spotted lanternflies and Japanese beetles before it's too late. These highly trained dogs represent some of the recent successes of the Agricultural Detector Canines Strategic Initiative. Its goal is to expand the use of detector dogs to enhance domestic pest surveys, detect pests early, and facilitate the trade of U.S. agricultural products. The North Carolina Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services wants to use PPQ-trained detector dogs to keep the spotted lanternfly out of its state. In Oregon, PPQ set up a collaborative pilot project with the Oregon Department of Ag to assess the effectiveness of detector dogs in finding Japanese beetle larvae. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Today will be mostly cloudy with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm and a high of 76 to 86, then partly cloudy this evening, low tonight 63 to 68. Thursday will be sunny to partly cloudy with a high of 79 to 86, then partly sunny on Friday, high on Friday 85 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
New arrivals and new savings are waiting for you at Blockers Furniture. With over 80,000 square feet of the best selection and best prices you can find on furniture, mattresses, home accents, accessories, and more. And with new trucks arriving weekly, Blockers has the best available in-stock selection. Unlike many other furniture companies that will have you waiting for months to get what you want or need, come see everything that Blockers has to offer. Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, next to Hobby Lobby.
This hour of Ocala Talks is brought to you in part by Blockers Furniture. Go see all their specials at Blockers Furniture